Hello, good morning. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. Okay, so the first question is how was your quiz one? Uh, what was the exam? How was the exam? Any feedback from your side? Good. Okay. Okay. Okay, so fine. So today we have the plan to discuss the B7 problems. Okay, so that is depends on the that is script, base script. Okay, so as B6 and B7 both are actually referred to the bash script concept. So because of that VM, we have only that practice 7. Okay, so not 6. Okay, because all the problems are related to the bash script. So let me share my screen and we will discuss the problems on based on the bash script. I hope you have watched the lectures. Yeah, my screen is visible. Week
Yes, yes.
7, no. Okay. Okay, but currently Week 7 is going on. Okay, so Week 6 is also base script, but that Week 7 is also a continuation of Week that 6 topics base script. So we will discuss the basic of the that base script things. If you're not aware, you can understand that how we can use the basic like base script loops, conditional statement, variable, all these things. Okay. So, as you know, the problems we have, let's see problems. Okay, so we will see like LS, OPT, and CS1102. So that we have these problems. So now we today we have the plan. We have discussed this five. Now we have practice 7.1A to 7.9. Okay, for this week. So we will try to cover maximum. Otherwise, maybe if problems are pending, that we will cover on the Saturday session. You can ask. So okay. So sorry. So let's check what are the folders we have in our content so that you can see CS1102 we have already there. So let's move to this folder CS1102 and now check what content we have. So we have already created these folders. If you don't have these folders, so create these folders with the same name of the problem. Okay. So problem like practice underscore 7.1a then till 7.9. So create this folder if these folders are not visible to you. So let's clear this and now move to the uh, first column. So practice this is 7. So 7 and point 1 then a. Okay, so this is the folder we have. Now this not contains anything. Okay, let's read the problem statement. So saying row. So okay, now you can see this is the first column for today. So this is basic problem. Write a bash script that accept a name string as input from a standard input. Okay. Here we are reading the input as a standard input and prints hello and then that what is this? Second. Okay, input. So as input where the code input name okay, so this is just a syntax. Input name is the input string. Okay. So we need to just read some input and print the same uh, input like as a hello, that input value. Okay, write your script in the file script.sh. Hmm. So your sample is also given. If the input string is like Raghu, so the output should be hello Raghu. Okay, so this is the basic task we have, and this we need to create with the help of a script file. So how we will create the script file? We can use our editor. Okay, so we will create one script file. So we can use vi and then script dot sh. So we will create this file first. We will enter into insert mode, and then we will write the code for that. Okay, so script is just like a set of commands, sequence of commands, like as a programming. So we will write a cwang that has, okay, so and slash bin and slash bash. Okay, after that we will write our command. So first thing, we need to read the input as a standard input. We are not taking as argument for this script. We are reading the input from the script. So we will just write a read, and we will just mention a variable name here. So where we want to store that, suppose name. Okay. After taking reading the standard input, we will just print this input as a like echo. So echo, and inside the string we will write like hello. Okay, so hello and space. Then we will pass this name value in this string hello, and this what value we have in the name, that we will pass here. So we will use this dollar sign and name. Okay, in this way we can pass the string in our pass the variable value in our string. So we have this hello string, and name value will be passed here, and this will be print in our standard output. So this is our script. Now we can save this wq, and we saved. Okay. So let's run this and see what output is coming. So synchro eval. Okay, evaluation successful, we are getting. Hmm. So sometimes what happens, suppose if I want to run this script. Okay, so let's how to run this script. So that's less script hmm, permission denied. Okay, so we are getting, when we are running this script, we are actually getting permission denied. So sometimes we have to actually or just make practice every time when you are creating the script, give the executable permission for that. Okay, so that's chmod and plus x, and give the executable permission for this. Now again run this, and you can see it is asking for input here. Okay, so let's just paste some input, so like Amit, and you can see we are getting hello Amit. So in this way we can run our bash script file. Okay, and we can write the commands inside the bash script file, and we can run complete file as a uh, okay, script file. So this is the process to create the script file, and then write the code inside that file, and then change the permission to executable permission, and then run the script file. Okay, I hope this is clear. Any query in this?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is the solution for first problem. So again run this. So synchro eval, we are getting all evaluation pass. So let's move to next. Now we have the another problem, CD practice, and this is 7.1 and B. Okay, so that is synchro. So okay, so write a bash script that accept a name a string, okay, as a string as command line argument to your script code script.sh, and print hello the same things to the output where input name is the output string. Okay, so this is also a same program, but this time actually we are not reading the input, we are passing the input as a argument. Okay, so how we can do this, how we can read the input in this way? So again we will just do the same thing. So okay, so create a file first. Okay, so we need to create file. So script dot sh. Okay, so same thing, slash bin slash bash. Okay, now if we read any input, so first thing we can validate that in argument, that we are getting any argument or not. Okay, so we can, based on that we can return the uh, some message if we are not getting any argument to our script. So how we can validate this? So we can use the if condition here. So okay, so we can use the if statement. So how we will write if statement? We will write if, and then square bracket. Okay, we will write the condition inside the square bracket, and for this we use slash and this z. Okay, so the you can say minus z, and we will pass our argument. So argument generally comes if we have one argument, so that comes under the $1. Okay, so $1 we will write here. So $1 inside the string. Okay, and now we make this condition block, and this is complete. And we write then. So what is the meaning of this? So this meaning is we are checking that if we argument is provided or not. Okay, so this argument is so this dash set is indicate our argument is provided or not. Okay, so then we will write our some message here. So we will just print some message like echo and like provide the argument. uh, okay. Hmm. Provide the argument and exit. We will exit from here. Fi. So this is the conditional statement we are checking. So we are checking that minus z. This if argument is not provided, we will print this message. Provide the argument. If argument is provided, then we will just do our task. So what task we need to do? We just print the message echo and hello. Same thing, hello, and then argument will come inside the $1. Okay, so previously we got this as a input, a standard input. We saved that value inside the name variable. This time we are taking this as a argument. So argument comes, first argument comes as a $1. So if two arguments are there, so that will come as a $1 and $2. You can read you can read like this. Okay, so now this is the program for the second problem, and we will run this. So we will save this. Okay, now we will provide the executable permission for this. Okay, so chmod and plus x and script. Okay, now we will run this. So let's run this. Okay, so script and syntax and here fi. Okay, some error is there. Syntax and here is to fi. Okay, let's open again. vi script. If then okay, one sec. This is semicolon. Okay, again run this. Provide the arguments. You can see we are not providing any argument when we are running this script. So we are getting this message, provide the argument. If we run and we will pass some arguments. So like, okay, so now we are getting hello Amit. So at the runtime, when we are running this script, at the same time we will pass the argument. So that argument will be passed as a $1 we can access, and we can use inside our script. So hello Amit is coming, and let's run this, and overall test case pass. Okay, so I hope this part is also clear. How we can read the argument which are getting as a command line argument. Any query in this?
No, sir.
Okay. So if anyone have any doubt, please ask. Okay, at the same time.
In the script, why are we using minus z option?
So that we are validating that we are getting argument or not. So minus z is used to just check we are getting argument or not with the script.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, so this is fine. So let's move this and move to third. So CD practice and 7.1 C. Okay. And we don't have anything inside this. So synchro. So you can see this, we have this third problem. So here, what is this? Write a bash script that read two number from the standard input and print the sum of the numbers. Assume that the input will be numeric only. Write a script in the file script.sh. So again, same things. We have two number as a standard input that we will read, okay, and we will store some variable. Then we will just perform the sum of those, and we will print the sum. So this is basic program. So let's do this. So vi script.sh. Okay. Okay, so now read first number. Okay, so read, and we will store this in a num1. Okay, now second read, oh sorry, read num2. Okay, now two variable we are reading as a standard input. After that, we will just solve this. So we will just create another variable like sum equal to. So when we just assign anything in the script, we not actually mention any space in between. Okay, so we have written sum this as a variable, and we will write equal to num1 plus num2. So we will not give any space after this equal or before this equal. Okay, so that just keep this thing in your mind. So we will just how we will run the, like how we will perform the expression here. So num1 plus num2. So these are variables. So to solve this, we use this dollar sign, and after this we use double bracket. Okay, and we write the expression inside this. Okay, so that will be calculated as arithmetic equation. So num1 plus num2, and double bracket close. And here we will just print our echo. Okay, so that is dollar sum, like this. So we are reading the number, this reading first number, and we are saving that into a num1 variable. We are reading the second number and storing in our num2 variable, and then we are calculating the sum. So sum equal to dollar, and we inside the double this round bracket. Okay, we will just write expression num1 plus num2. So this is the way to write the expression. I hope you have already seen this before. So now this, and now we are printing the output, and then run this. Okay, save this, and now we will give the permission. So plus x, and that is script file, and now run this script file. Okay, so dot script sh. Now it is asking for first number. So like just write 4 and like 5, and see we are getting 9 in the output. Okay, so it is working fine as required. So according to the question statement, let's run this. Well, so it is also passing the test case. Okay, so this is the program to read to sum two number, two input number. So I hope this is clear. Let's move to the next. Okay, so next problem is we have CD practice now 7.2. What is this 0? Okay, nothing, no file is there. Okay. Okay, so now we will just see the question. So synchro. So So write a bash script named script.sh that takes two arguments. Check if both the arguments are positive, integer. So then print their sum, else print not integer to std as a standard error and exit with exit code 1. Note use the below if else conditional statement if needed. So you can see some structure is also given how we can use the this conditional statement. We have already seen this, but this time with else condition. Okay, previously we have seen only if condition. Now we have also else part block here. So first step we have to check if our number is in positive integer or not. So this is the condition we need to check. If numbers are positive, so we will perform the sum. Otherwise, we will print this message. So conditional statement, we can check the positive integer just checking like if our input number is greater than 0. Okay, and of one thing, this script is taking two arguments. Not this is not reading the input; it is taking argument. So no need to perform read operation here. So just read the input as a $1, $2, like as a two argument. So let's run the script for this. .sh. Okay. Okay. So first condition we will just write if condition, and inside if condition we will use this bracket like dollar. Okay, dollar. Yeah, $1. This is the first argument we have. And to compare or as a compare operator, we use if we are checking greater than. Okay, so greater than means G and T. So this is the condition like we generally write GT. Okay, GT 0. Sorry. So GT means greater than. We are checking the condition greater than. If we want to check lesser than, so that is LE. If we want to check equal to, then EQ. Not equal to NE. Okay, so this type some characters representations are there, so we can use as a comparison operator. Okay, so this is the first condition we have. So now we need to actually we need to check these conditions with both arguments. So we will just use AND operator here. So AND operator is written like this, and now we will write the another condition. So $2 second argument say slash GT and 0. So this condition, if these conditions are true, that means our argument are positive. So we will write. Okay, so let's single here first. Not this semicolon. Okay, then we will write then, and we will write the first output. So what this is the sum actually. Sum equal to we have already done this. So we will perform the same as $1. Sorry, $1 plus $2. Let's give some space. Okay, so now this is the sum and print this message echo and $sum. So we have done one part. Now the else thing. Okay, so the second is else part. Echo is done. Else. Else part, we will print the message only that not integer. So that message. So that is echo not integer. Okay, not integer. And this is as a standard error. We want to pass this as a standard error. So we will just redirect this as a standard error like dollar and two. So this message will be passed as a standard error. So now this just finish this FI. Okay. So we have done both things here now. Okay, so I think one thing or more was given like exit error. So one line is also missing exit 1. So this was given in the question statement, and let's save this. Okay, so you can see exit code 1. Now just give the permission for this. So ch mod and plus x the script. Okay, now run this. So that slash script. Okay, so not integer. We need to
In
pass the
the
argument. Missing
so in the if condition you have used double
double
square.
bracket. Yeah, double bracket will come. Okay, vi. We will use double bracket. Oh, one extra bracket is there. Let's see without bracket first. It is working or not. Array operator expected. Plus okay. So let's pass 4 and 6. Sum equal to no such file or directory, and sum equal to 10. No such file or directory. So this is not working like this. Okay, let's do. Oh, one second. Script. Oh, this is the second mistake. We have given the additional space here. So that I first and remove sum equal to. Okay, then WQ and run again. Okay, now we are getting fine. Okay, just pass the negative value also so that see it is getting correct or not. So -6, not integer. And this, yeah, not integer. Okay, both negative, not integer. Okay, so it is working fine. We are passing negative values, so we that is coming not integer. If we are passing positive, then 3 comma 8, so it is printing the result. Okay, so that is working fine. And let's run. Oh, public test case evaluation failed. Why this is failed? Test case 3 failed. GT. What is the possible test case for this? Mhm. Let's see once I think some condition it is not handling -GT. Okay, maybe argument. Let's use double bracket. Match in the current line. Sorry. Okay. Still it is not working. So test case 3 failed. So what are the possibility? Okay, synchros. So write a bash script name receiver that takes two arguments, checks if both arguments are positive integer, then print their sum as print not integers. Oh, maybe output is in mismatch. Okay, so vi then script. Okay, so integers, not the integer. Spelling was also mistake. Teachers. Yeah, now working. Okay, so that was some mismatch of the output. So I hope the script is clear. So let's I'm opening again the same script, you can see. So this was the way to check if our numbers are integer. We can take single bracket also, that was not the problem. Okay, so $1 dash ct 0, we are checking the greater, then we are calculating the sum, we are printing the sum, then else part we are printing the message into as a standard output. So this $2. Okay, this is also a with $2 as exit one. So this is the code, solution code. I hope this is clear. If you have any query, you can ask. Okay, let's move to the next column. So cd, and let me clear this. Okay,
Sir,
so
what was the problem? Earlier
previous
in the code, what was the problem?
that we have print some message, no, not integers. So
Integers.
there was s missing actually in our script. So
Okay,
because of
sir.
that, that output was not matched. So
Okay.
cd practice and 7.3, and this is, oh, script file is also already there in this. So let's remove this. So hmm. So now 7.3 synchro. So write a bash script name script.sh. The script takes two arguments. Check if both the arguments are positive integer. Then print their sum, else concatenate the strings value in both the arguments and print the combined string. Okay. Positive integer. Then print their sum, else concatenate the sum string value, the argument, and print the combined string. Okay, so same type. This is also a same type of problem. So now if that if our inputs are not positive integers, so then we will just combine as a string both. Okay, concatenate as a string. So let's write the same type of script again. So script.sh slash pain slash this. So if, and then $1 again gt 0 and $2 to gt 0. So again we will print the sum. So sum equal to dollar $1 equal sum. So we have done this else part. This time the difference is we will combine the string. Okay, so what strings we are getting, what numbers or string, anything we are getting which is not greater than 0, so we will combine as a string. So concatenate, so that is we can just take variable like combined string com equal to, and for concatenate the two strings we will simply write $1 $2. Okay, so both will be concatenate. Okay, and finally we will print this also. So echo and dollar this com. com. So after that, we will close this condition. So fi. So this is the thing we have concatenate after checking the condition. Uh, let's save this. Okay, chmod plus x and a script file. Then we have changed. Then dot slash script and pass the first positive integers like previous. We are getting the correct sum. If let's run the negative something, so -1 or -5, so we are getting concatenate. Okay, so other than strings, if we are getting like hello Amit, we are getting hello Amit. Okay, concatenate. So if we are getting positive integers, so it will perform the sum operation. So let's run this. Okay, so it is performed. Test case passes. So the only change was we are just concatenating if our numbers are not positive integer. So you can see the solution again. So what was the solution? So this is the solution. Okay. Let's move. See. Okay, so move to the next problem. 7 point. This was 3. Okay. Next 7.4. So CD practice and 7.4. So synchro. So okay. So write a bash script named script.sh that accept a file path as an argument and check if that exists and is readable by the current user and print the output as below. Okay. So we are just taking this time file path and we are checking that file is exist or not or readable by the current user or not. Based on that, we will print these messages. So print does not exist, okay, on standard error. So and return with error code 1 if the file does not exist at the given path. Second, print not readable on standard error and return with error code 2 if the file is not readable by the current user. And last, prints oh if the file exists and is readable also. So these three conditions we are checking with the file path. We are checking file is exist or not, file is readable or not, or else part. Okay, if both are not true, then we will perform yes, it is readable as well as exist. So now this you can see we use the conditional statement in chaining like okay if else this type of statement. So this is the example for this. So how we will do this? So we will just perform. Let's queue this and just create a file. So vi script dot sh. Oh, already file is there. Okay, let's remove this. So rm script. Okay, vi script. This is the previous term solution. I think script. Hmm. So, slash name. Hmm. Okay, so now how we will check file exist or not. So we are getting the file path as a argument, so that we will read as a $1. But to check file is exist or not, we have some direct command. Okay, so direct character which we have seen, like direct dash z we have seen. So here also we will use the same type of character, so that, and this is e dash e. Okay, and we will pass the argument $1. So this is for if our file is so what we want to do, not, so this is actually if exist, we are checking if file is exist, but we don't want, we check that if file is not exist, so we will just use uh, this exclamation sign, and that will check if file is not exist. Okay, so then if this condition is true, then we will write, then inside this we will print some message, so that message is echo and not readable or not exist. Okay, does not exist, does, and this was I think in capital, so does not exist. Okay, does not exist, and this message should be passed as a standard error. So we have already seen this, so dollar not dollar and two. Okay, so this is the one task, and exit code one. So this is the first thing. Now the second condition we will check if this is readable or not. So that is elif. Okay, this is elif condition. And here for readable we use this dash r. Okay, so that if file is not readable, so we will just like r, and same $1 this, and then now again same things echo, and this time not readable, so not readable, and exit code 2, and this print echo message should be passed as a error and 2. Now third part is else. Okay, so else part simple message echo, and this is oh. Okay, and then else, not else fi. So this is the script for the that conditional statement to check if our file is exist, file is not readable, or file if it is readable. So let's save this, and we'll just pass the chmod plus x and that script. Now synchro eval. Yeah, so it is working fine. So as per the question, it is working fine. So I hope the lines are clear, that code commands are clear. Let's see again. So any query in this script? This is the conditional statement with the multiple condition, and we use directly this -e to check the existence of file or directory, or same -r for readable or not. Okay, we can directly use like this. No query. Okay, so let me move to next one. So this is 7.4 C practice 7.5. Okay, yeah, we have the solution like RMS script. Okay, so synchro, so yeah, write a bash script in script.sh file that takes an argument which takes a positive integer as an as argument, and print it in reverse order For example, if the input number is 1 to 3, then output will be 3 to 1. Okay. So here, this is, you have already, I think you have already done this type of problems in C programming, where we want to reverse the number. So we have to actually find out the digits. Okay, we have to find out the digit, and that digit we have to actually reverse. So how we can do this? So this means we have to use some loop here. Okay, so we have to use some loop. So how we can perform? Let's create a script for this. So script script dot sh. Okay. So now here we have one argument, that is positive argument. Okay. So we want to just reverse the digit of that. So how we can do? So we will use some loop. So first thing, we will just check the condition if our argument is positive or not. So we will just write if, and inside this, so we will write that our argument is gt greater than 0. Okay. So then we will write our command inside this. But inside this, okay, so we will read this. Okay. So first thing, before this, we also want for some variable which is actually empty string initially. So like rev equal to empty string. So what we will do, we will just read the string one by one from the last digit. Okay. So suppose for input is 1 2 3. So first we will read the last digit. Okay. And we will just append that digit in our reverse. Okay. So this is a string, so that we will read that our number last character. Okay. Last that integer value as a character, and we will just append in our output list this rev. So 3 will come as a first character, then 2 will come as a second, and then 1 will come as a third for this example. So in this way, we want to perform this. So then, so here we will run a loop. So for how we run the loop for, and we write the condition like this. So we take the variable I equal to that I variable will be start from the last character. Okay, so what is the length we have? And that minus 1. So because length of our input is suppose 1 to 3 is 3, but indexing if we see, so indexing is 1 less. So what we can do, we can just find out the length. So for to find out the length, we will just write the hash 1. Okay, hash 1. So this will return a length. This hash 1 will return a length of the first argument. So what is the length of that? So that will return 3. So we will perform minus 1 here, so that second index means second index character. So minus 2. So this is the starting point we have. Second, we will take the condition. So that should be greater than equal to 0. So this is, we are running a loop similar to your C programming type of loop. So we have set our I value at the last character index. Okay. So that become minus 2. This is minus 1. And this loop should continue when I is greater than equal to 0. So this means to last index to 0 index we are coming. And every time this is actually I minus minus. So this is the reverse loop from the last character position. And here now we will perform the do and do. And now we will just append the character in our reverse. So reverse equal to, and inside this, what was the previous reverse we have? So that previous reverse we have $rev, and now we will just fetch the character. So that is dollar, and that is the argument 1. So we will pass the first argument and the ith character. Okay, so colon ith character, ith index character, not this, or like this. So that is I. And what should be the length of the part which we are fetching? So that is 1. And this is string close. So okay, so this is a okay, let's understand this what we are doing. So just see this part, how this works actually. So dollar, and we are fetching the first argument. So first value is representing the which argument actually we are looking for, and this I is representing the which index character, okay, where from we are actually fetching the string. So I is now first is suppose 1 2 3 we are giving the input, so this I is actually 2. So and this is the length, what substring we are fetching. So we are fetching only one character. Okay, suppose we have like 1 2 3 4, and our I value is 1, so 0 1, so 2, and this last value is suppose 2, so 2 character will come. Actually we are fetching the substring of this length. So from this index, from the ith index, how many characters we are fetching, so that is representing by the third value in this. So but we are fetching only one character, so from the last index, so that only the last digit will come, and that will be append to our reverse value. Okay, so reverse was initially empty, and in this way our all digit from the last one by one will be add into the reverse, and this part is done. Okay, and now we will finally print this. So when our loop will done, so we will print this. So echo and rev dollar rev, and now our fi is finished. So we are not doing anything if our value is not greater than 0. Okay, so this is the script for this. Let's see this, and chmod x and script. Okay, let's run this. Script, and some pass some value, suppose okay, 1 2 3. Let's see, we are getting the reverse output for this 3 2 1. Or if we are getting any negative value, so it will not work, actually not perform anything. So like -4, so you can see we are not getting any output because we are only using the if condition and we are not performing any else part. So this will only work for the positive integer. 3 4 2 5 6, but you can see 6 5 3 2 4 3. So this is the way you can reverse the input value, integer value. Let's again see vi script. Okay, so if you have any doubt in this, you can tell me. I'll explain again.
Sir, can you briefly explain the for and reverse condition?
Okay, so let me take my pen. Huh? Sorry. Someone was
The
speaking.
for loops. Earlier
Huh, huh.
you have written -2, but then -1. Why this is?
So I'm just explaining with the example. So here, this I is running. Okay, so this is just like a simple for loop with which you have already seen in the C programming, where we start from I some value, and there is the conditional statement. Okay, to break the loop, and the increment statement. So here also, I equal to dollar. Okay, so this dollar is, and this expression has 1. Okay, so this hash one is actually return the length of the argument. What argument we are getting? Suppose if we are getting dollar, this one argument like 1 3 5 6 2. This argument, okay. So this hash one is represent the length of this. So this part will return the length. So total 5 is the length for this. So 5, but indexing is started from 0. So 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, for this. So we want to read as a last character. So that is coming on the fourth index. And this length is 5. Because of that, we are starting I value 5 minus 1. That is 4. Okay, so I will point to this index first. Okay. Now this loop will run from I. This loop will run from 4 to 0. Okay, so because this is condition given, so first is 4, then
Has one
3,
is the
then
basic.
2. Sorry,
Has one is the basic syntax for counting
length.
the length of the string.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this is the way to get the length of the input. So now in this way you will get this range for the index, and in the reverse, so this reverse is just a concatenation. So rev equal to rev previous plus like, and what we are writing dollar, and inside this 1 colon I colon and 1. Okay, so this first value is represent the argument number. Okay, suppose if we have two arguments, so this one is representing the first argument. If we write 2, then that will represent the second argument. So here we have only one argument, so we are passing that value, so 1. After that, this value is representing the static index where from we want to get the substring. So we have just treating this as a 1 3 5 6 2. We are treating this as a complete string, and I value is representing the starting index. Suppose I equal to like 2. Okay, so that means 0 1 2 3 4. So I is pointing to this index. That means we want to fetch the strings from this index, and what length we want to fetch, so that is representing by this last value. So if this, suppose this is also 2, so that means we will fetch this part 5 6. Okay, so only 5 6 will come. If we have the length 1, so only 5 will come. If we have I, this last value is 3, so 5 6 2 complete length will come of 3 character. Okay, so here we are just fetching the value one by one. So we are starting I equal to 4, so that means this from this index and only one character, so this only this character will come. Okay, so reverse was rev, this reverse was initially empty, so this last character will append here plus, okay, 2. Then next iteration, this I will shift here, and this only single character this will read, so this will append here 6. The next iteration, this will come here, so 5, only this 5 will come. So in this way we are just reading the character by character and appending into our reverse list, reverse string. Okay, so then this will become our output.
Sir, but you are using plus sign, so how
No,
it
no,
will
so
look?
I'm just explaining, so in the string form. So here this is not written here, na, the plus is not there. So
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just explaining. So concatenation with the string. Okay.
So this is rev equals to dollar rev is appending to the
Huh.
I.
So yeah, this is the part for concatenation,
Yeah.
and this is appending with this part.
Okay, sir.
Okay, dollar.
I have got it.
So in this way you can just break the strings, and this is also very useful if you performing some task on the string. Okay, so you can break and you can
Sir,
fetch some part
one
of that.
final question.
Huh.
If we put 2 colon I colon 1, so
Huh.
how it will work?
Because we don't have second argument. So what argument we are reading for this script? We are reading some input in value. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. So this some one positive integer we are reading. So that is indicating this $1, na? That $1. So
Okay,
we
sir.
have only one argument. If you will pass two arguments, so this will not work because we don't have any argument, second argument for this script. Okay. So this $1 and this here, this one is actually pointing to the same $1 value. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other query in this? Mm. Okay. So let's. Oh. So CD practice 7.6.
Sir,
LS.
you have not give the command to synchro eval for that
Oh, I
question.
missed. Let's run again. CD practice 7.5. But the script is saved so that synchro well. Yeah, it's running. Okay. Ha. So let's move to next. So cd dot dot int this cd practice 7.6 synchro. Oh, was we have something like ls in already there, text out dot txt. So just remove this rm out dot txt and rm script dot sh. Okay, so synchro. Hmm. So here, this is the problems. This is also you have seen in the C programming course. So write a bash script in the file script.sh that accept an integer argument say n and prints the below pattern for n lines. Okay, so suppose n is 5, so we are printing this triangle. Okay, this triangle things. So in first line 1 star, second line 2 star, third line 3 star. So this is simple nested for loop problem. So you can solve this with the help of nested for loop problem. So just take one argument we are passing into this and we will perform. Okay. So just perform vi script script dot sh slash bin slash was. Okay. So here so we are using dollar things. Okay, so first argument, so I'm just changing that n equal to $1. So I'm just reading the first argument value in n because we will directly use this n as in our loop. So for this is simple for, and here we will just write like for I. Okay, so I equal to that we are taking one value. So first for loop we are running, so we will run this loop for n times. So that is the first condition, and I should be less than equal to or equal to also n and I plus plus. Okay, so this is the first loop we have, and now for and do. So this is the first loop we are running from 1 to n, and second loop is will be depends on this I loop. Okay, so that will second loop will start from 1, but that will run only I times because first line we want to print only 1 star, second line we want to print on only 2 star. So second loop should be depends on the value of I. So that means if we are running the first iteration of I loop, so second loop will also run only one time. Okay, so only one star will print should be print. So when the I is become 2, so second loop will run 2 times. Okay, to print 2 star. So we will just run a second loops here. So for j, so j equal to 1, we will start from the 1, and that should be run only less than equal to I and j plus plus and do. Okay, so now this is the nested loop for j. Anything is wrong here? Let's give the some space. Oh, this is fine. Okay. Okay. So now inside the do, we will just print echo. So we want to print star. So echo and echo for do echo and stick. New line. This is okay. So what generally happen if we just print asterisk? So what output we will get? Let's see and close this. Uh, this two done and second done. And let's see what type of output we are getting if we are performing this type of loop. Okay, and then we will change. So we have the script ch mode script Okay, let's run this. Let's script, and suppose I'm passing 5. So you can see what type of output we are getting. We are getting all star in one line, because echo by default moves to the second line when it prints something. So the cursor is moved to the next line, but we don't want this, so we will change this property of echo. So we will use echo and to remove the new line. Okay, after printing, we will not move to the new line, we will just stay in the same line to print the next star. That is minus n. Okay, in this way we will stay in the same line. Let's see how it is affected. So you can see now we are getting all the star in one line. So that means once we need again some update. So now after printing all star inside this j loop, okay, once this j loop will complete, we should change the line actually. Okay, so we will print some echo, empty echo. Okay, without printing anything, we will just write a echo. Okay, this is only for changing the line. So first, suppose for first line, this j loop will print one star, but after that our line should break. Okay, line should move to the cursor should move to the next line. So that is this echo will actually move that cursor. Second iteration, this j loop will print 2 star, and then our cursor will move to the next line by this echo. Okay, so let's run this. Now we are getting the correct required pattern. Okay, so S stick, S double S stick, 3 S stick, 4 stick, like this, and this is working. So synchro eval. Okay, now our test cases are also passed. So you can see this is the way to perform the nested loop. Let's see again. Okay, this is very similar to your for loops like the other programming language. So where from we are starting the conditional statement, increment operator, and then we are performing this print statement. Okay, so any query in this? Okay. Okay, so fine. There's no query. Then this is total 7.6 is done. So I think 3 is remaining: 7.7, 7.8, 7.9. You can try those by your own. If you have any difficulty, then you can ask those in the Saturday session. Okay. So that's it for today. And do practice on the this basic script things. And you can also use one that resource for this. Let open this W3. That is very easy resource on the W3 score. You can see this bash. Okay, here you can see all basic commands of the bash commands, and this is also scripting. Okay, so here you can just see bash script. What are the bash script? Variable, data type, operator, if else, loops, function, array. So these are very basic notes you can see here, and you can just experiment on your that terminal. Okay, all this you can also see the different types of bash commands to practice on this. Okay, you can use this. So that's it for today. If you have any query, you can ask. Otherwise, we will close the session.
Sir, I have a question regarding this course. Sir,
Yeah.
there is a book for this course which is only provided for to system command students.
No, you can also access that. No, you don't have the